Hi, my name is Thais Gibson, and I'm the creator of the Personal Development School. This is your daily breakthrough video. And in this video, I want to talk to you a little bit about 5 hard truths about the subconscious mind. So these are 5 things you really need to know. And it's really important, in my opinion, to really understand like the framework that your subconscious mind is using to navigate life and to go through life and to sort of understand the different curveballs that get thrown at us sometimes and have the best possible tools in terms of how to respond. So if you want to do a deeper dive, by the way, into a lot of the subconscious mind stuff, we've got an amazing course inside PDS called 21 Tools for Reprogramming Your Subconscious Mind, and will help you create massive transformation at the subconscious level so you can break through limiting beliefs, glass ceilings in your life, places where you feel stuck, and actually feel free and empowered to achieve the things that you're looking to without all that resistance and heaviness, which is usually just the experience of your conscious and subconscious mind working against one another. So, truth number 1 is there is something called the ironic processing theory, and this really affects the way that the mind works as a whole. This idea is basically one that says, whenever I say to you, for example, don't think of the pink elephant, what do you think of? Well, obviously right away, your mind pictures a pink elephant. Did you consciously think of a pink elephant when I said that? Or was that an autopilot process? Well, that was an autopilot process having to do with the frameworks and mechanics of your subconscious mind. And what you'll notice in that moment is that your subconscious mind speaks through imagery and emotion. So what you saw was a little image in your mind's eye of the pink elephant. And maybe you felt a certain way about it. You know, sometimes the emotion will be a lot smaller with more neutral things. But you'll see that that's the way that the subconscious mind communicates and interprets experiences and data. Now, why does this relate to like a hard truth? Well, the hard truth is that whenever you're focused on not doing something, you are giving the messaging to your own subconscious mind to do it. So if I say, for example, let's say I'm like trying to eat really clean and really healthy, and I say all day long, don't eat chocolate chip cookies, don't eat donuts, don't eat like whatever, chocolate cake, junk food. When I'm thinking that, what I'm actually doing is picturing donuts and chocolate cake and all these different things. So when I try to tell myself not to do something and I try to resist it, that's actually programming the likelihood of me taking action in the direction of the thing I'm trying to escape from more often. So what we have to be able to do is harness that in a powerful way. And the way we can do this is we can be for a solution instead of against a problem. So rather than don't eat chocolate, it's going to be eat healthy foods, eat smoothies, eat salads, eat, whatever it is that's healthy for you, your vegetables, your servings of X, Y, Z. And when you're focusing on something that's solution oriented rather than fighting against the problem, you'll start to see a lot of these powerful transformations begin to take place. So that's hard truth number 1. You need to know that, in my opinion, to be successful at anything you're trying to do in your life. Because if you don't, then you feel the heaviness, that frustration, that like helplessness feeling when you want to change a habit or change a pattern, but just feel like you're unable to will yourself to do so. Hard truth number 2, and this is a tough one, but all of your internal dialogue counts. There are no idle thoughts. The subconscious mind is programmed through repetition plus emotion. So whatever you are repeatedly thinking of throughout the day, you are usually having an emotional output accompanying, and that's actually firing and wiring more neural pathways. It's often reinforcing ones that are already pre-existing. So for example, if every time I make a mistake, I tell myself how I'm not good enough, how I can't do anything right, well, what I'm doing is using repetition and emotion of these thoughts and feelings to give myself the messaging that I am in fact not good enough. And guess what? Your subconscious mind wants to maintain its comfort zone, which is hard truth number 3. So when we have this belief about ourselves, we are often living out according to that belief because your subconscious mind wants to. And what do I mean by that? I mean that if you believe you're not good enough, your subconscious mind is not willing to challenge that, question it. It believes this is the framework I know and understand about myself. I don't want to question it or challenge it. I don't want to leave this belief behind. Knowing this about myself protects me from putting myself in situations where I may not be good enough. And so we often will reinforce this story and we'll want to actually hang on to the identity that says I'm a failure, I'll be alone forever, I'm not good enough, or whatever other beliefs we've accumulated about ourselves over time. So this is really important to work through. By the way, if I'm going through this and you're like, I want to learn how to use my subconscious mind and the mechanics of it, that course you can check out for free for 7 days. I don't know if I mentioned that, but the link is in the description box below. And when you enter into the 7-day free trial and the dashboard, just type in 21, literally the number 21. And you'll see that course pop up. We have so many different courses in there, so it just makes it easier to find in the search engine and in the bar. And you learn all the tools with handouts, all that kind of stuff, really understanding how your subconscious mind works. Okay, so that is hard truth number 3. Hard truth number 4 is your conscious mind can't outwill your subconscious mind. I was going to save this for number 5 because it's like the biggest, most important one, in my opinion, but you got to know that, because this is where we get that, like, I'm putting the gas on and I just feel like the brakes are on at the same time, and you just can't get ahead, where it's like a step forward, a step back, a step forward, a step back. And you just feel caught in this, like, I'm trying to will myself to go to the gym, for example, and then I sabotage every single day. That is your subconscious mind at work. If you have something that you don't want to do, it can be anything, right? The gym is just one example for people. Another one can be changing your eating habits. Another one can be getting up earlier, going to bed earlier, whatever it is. If you find yourself pushing and wanting, but then just feel helpless to achieve, that's because your subconscious mind has blocks and limiting beliefs and painful programming that are holding you back. And honestly, until you actually go in and learn more about your subconscious mind and use the tools we have inside PDS, to actually find specifically what programs are holding you back, you're going to keep going through those push-pull patterns. 2 courses in general, that 21 ways to reprogram and your overcoming procrastination and self-sabotage at the subconscious level course will really help you find all of those specific programs that are limiting you. And again, you can check them both out for free. Number 5. You are in trance and being programmed at the subconscious level way more often than you think. This is an uncomfortable one for people, but really our input eventually becomes our output. Like if you are, and I'll give you an example. If you've ever watched somebody watching television and you're like, Bob, and Bob's like 2 feet away from you and he's not listening to you because he's like entrenched in the television program and he's just like staring at it and just watching, and he's so immersed in what he's doing. That's actually him in trance. Your brain is producing alpha, some theta brainwaves at a very, very high level, but mostly alpha brainwaves. And you're in a state of being like, oh my goodness, I'm in trance. And whenever you're in that alpha state, where you've got a lot of alpha brainwave production, you are really open to suggestion. So all the things that you input when you're in that state actually take hold in your subconscious mind over time. So that's definitely not me saying like, don't watch bad television programs or programs where there's drama or whatever. Like, I'm not saying that, but I am saying, make an effort to nurture what you would like to put in as well. So, podcasts, books, documentaries, things that are actually going to nurture you as well, rather than just always watching, let's say, dramatic movies or romantic comedies or whatever it is, because that's going to be your programming for how you think relationships should go. And we can sort of lose touch with like some of the more constructive things that are necessary to do in order to thrive in a relationship as a whole. And of course, the same goes for like any other movies. If we're constantly watching like horror films or, violent movies or whatever it might be, that will have some kind of impact on your subconscious mind over time. So I hope this makes sense. Really important stuff. We're definitely going to do a little series about 5 hard truths, about a whole bunch of different topics that we talk about on this channel. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.